deathmatch. Head up and your ass down. It's go time.
Bruh.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's OGCP Da Silva and welcome to some Black Ops 2 gameplay here on the map Downhill. Gonna be using this AN94 as my primary, and we are able to get 38 kills with this beast of a weapon, and I was able to limit my deaths to just 4, so that makes for a fantastic gameplay on a map that I'm generally not very good on, but you know what? I ended up doing really well, so hopefully you guys enjoy that in the background. You know, joining a lobby like I did in my intro clip, which I'm gonna briefly explain, I was doing really well, right? I got my first kill and I was hoping to get another one, but that was suddenly interrupted by that death that we saw because the guy was using the tactical insert and I had no idea that he had one, and there was nothing that I could do. There was no chance for me to react to that guy when he just turned around the corner and just insta-melted me. So that got me a little angry, right? But in that situation, I knew. And by the way, there are two things that we could do in that situation. One, we could stick it out and brush aside that one death because we have the rest of that gameplay. But the other situation, or the other thing that we could do in that circumstance, is to rage quit, which I did. And the reason why I did that is because I knew right then and there that I would not enjoy the rest of the game. I would stress myself out by staying in there. And how many times, you know, in life are we pulling ourselves out of a negative situation, you know? Not very often. Why are we staying in an environment that is hazardous for us? You know, for example, like when we have friends, and I'm using this in quotes, your friends, you know, in school who are constantly negative and we know that they're always getting into trouble, why are we still hanging out with them? How about at work? We have people who are constantly negative and complain about being there. I mean, I have people at my work who are constantly like that, and I choose not to surround myself with them. You know, you have a choice. We all have a choice. We could choose to dwell in the negativity and toxic environment, just like you could stay in that COD game that I showed you earlier, that intro clip, where you know you probably won't have a good outcome, but then again, you don't know. But I took the liberty of clearing myself and escaping that turmoil, getting myself out of that situation because I had the choice to do so. And just like I did, you have that same choice, you know? You could choose to pull yourself out of that situation and put yourself into a positive environment. Put yourself into something that will benefit you rather than put you down. And a lot of people don't really know the right way to do this. A lot of people are stuck in a rut. Some people are just constantly, you know, degrading themselves and draining themselves as well when they're in that situation. And a lot of times, even in the COD community, you know, the people who quit games, rage quit games, are looked down upon. And a lot of times they don't really know the reasoning behind that. And you know, I think I had a legitimate reason because I knew if I stayed in that game and someone's playing with those shady tactics, then I'm gonna struggle throughout that game. Because let's say, for instance, if I'm on a high kill streak and I die in that same manner, you know, it's gonna be something that I'm gonna regret doing by staying in that game. So instead of having that happen, I just put myself into a situation where it was more positive, you know, get myself out of that negative environment, put myself into a better environment. What was that better environment? Well, it's the game you're watching right now. If I hadn't done that, who knows? I could have had a good game. Who knows the future? But nobody knows the future. But you know, I knew, I had that feeling inside that if I stayed in that game, it wouldn't have ended up well. But I'm glad that I did quit that game and it resulted in this one that you're watching right now, and I ended up getting the 38-4 gameplay, which you're seeing on your screen. So a lot of times, like I said, in life we put ourselves in situations where it's uncomfortable and we surround ourselves with negative people, but it is up to us and it's our choice if we want to stay there. Anyways, hopefully it put things into perspective for you guys. Thank you guys all for watching. This is OGCP Da Silva. I'll catch you guys next time, and I am signing off.